Makuhita, which is super effective against a good portion of our team, honestly, and may have counter. You know what we have? I almost attacked. I almost did it. And then I just so happened to remember. If we had attacked, we probably would have killed because Belly Drum, raises their attack, but it does half its health and damage. It's going to send out Pelipper instead because it knows it can't do anything, which means it just Belly Drummed for nothing. That attack boost goes away. This is great for us. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for the first time since the last time, it is that time, right about that time, for your favorite Pokemon challenge and mine. My name is Sebastian Todd III. You may call me ST3, and this is the Pokemon HeartGold Randomizer Nuzlocke, the first series on the channel, and we are at episode 18. If you have been along with us for the entirety of this journey, please hit like down below, hit the subscribe button, because while this is the first series on the channel, it is far from the last series on this channel. We are just getting started, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. And if you have made it to episode 18, then you are still with us. Thank you so much for being along for the ride and being part of the team, the family, whatever we want to call ourselves. And if you are just joining us and did not see episode 17, go back and check that out. But spoiler alert, we got ourselves our first legendary encounter, that wasn't a Reggie, that we could actually catch, and we got it done. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Latias is now coming on the team. We are doing that first things first. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of Gengar for the time being. We might add Gengar back when we can get. Actually, you know what? We're gonna keep Gengar on the team. I think for the moment, because we have some fighting type moves, we're gonna put Luca up in the box because Gengar can help us with some of the Pokemon catching, and we're gonna have at least 2 encounters here in this episode. So before we get too much further in, and before we heal up, let's do a quick full team recap here of the squad, so that we know who we're working with here today. We have Denny P67. She is a Rhydon. She has Water Absorb, which is why we are not making her a Rhyperior. Stone Edge, Hammer Arm, Stomp, and Rock Smash. We have Brodekan, the Slacking, with the Anticipation ability, Feint Attack, Strength Cut, and Slack Off. We kept Wendy, as we just saw. Our Gengar, Shell Armor with Shadow Ball, Payback, Shadow Punch, and Nightshade, which comes in clutch when trying to catch some Pokemon. We have Bartlett, the Meganium Storm Drain, Petal Dance, Synthesis, Razor Leaf, and Poison Powder. We have the brand new addition to the team. I was saying it correctly. Danders, named after Danders. Denny P67, Brodekan as well, named after those who have left comments in previous episodes. We had a Croconaut named Danders who didn't even survive a grinding session, so we named Latias something powerful. Danders soundproof, so full immunity to any sound-based moves, which is great. Helping Hand, Safeguard, Dragon Breath, and Water Sport. We will end up teaching Danders Fly and getting her the experience share. The experience share at the moment, though, is being held by Orion, our Omastar, our water type, in episode 16. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that yet. How are you at 18? But if you haven't seen that yet, our Dugong zombie went down, so we have Orion on the team to kind of fill in that water role, at least for now. We're going to take the experience share off of Orion. We're going to give that to Danders. We're going to get Danders trained up in the next couple of episodes here during this recording session. And while we're in this area, we're going to teach Fly to our Latias. And it comes full circle, right? Because we lost in episode 16 a couple of our Pokemon. To a Latios. I'm pretty sure it was a Latios, not a Latias. Now we have Latias on our team. So we have some help to go against that. I will get rid of Water Sport because we can always put in a water type or one of our ground types. We're Alright, so in this episode, we are going to, first and foremost, once we get healed up, we're going to fly back to the department store. We're going to pick up some more potions and more balls and some repels. We are going to go through the ice cavern cave thing. We are going to go into Blackthorn. We've got a couple of battles we can do there. We've got a couple of encounters we can do there. And then, of course, we will take on the 8th and final gym in this episode. So we are going to Goldenrod, and our episode 18 reminder, drink your water if you haven't yet today. And if you're using disposable bottles, don't forget to recycle the disposable bottles. And not sponsored by Yeti, but if Yeti's ever like, you know, we really have a space in our marketing department for an 18-episode YouTube series, holler at me. We'll talk. So exciting to catch the Latios last episode. We also caught not pictured Howdon, who was chilling out because we have Den EP67 here on the squad. So we're probably not getting rid of Den EP67 unless we absolutely have to, because water absorb. Need I say more? We are going to get rid of camouflage because we don't need to change our typing. We'll get rid of hail because we're not going to use that. We'll sell off copycat. We're not going to use that. That will teach punishment. We'll get rid of that. We'll keep these because those are all busted. What else can we sell? We'll sell the big pearl. Heck yeah. We'll sell the focus sash because I don't think we'll need or want it. We'll sell the dome fossil. We'll keep them. We'll keep the shiny stone just in case we find ourselves another Togepi or Togetic or Togetic. I did that twice then too. Here was a lot of stuff. I mean, we probably could have just kept that choice scarf, but I got a little happy clicking the bell. So we're not selling this. I wanted to move it. We'll keep the muscle band because we might need that for the final. We're going to keep the protector. We're going to get rid of excess plates. We don't need more than one. And I know there are going to be some people like, how can you sell the fossils? Those are... Because by the time we get to where we can actually, revive the fossils in this game, it doesn't make any sense. So there is no point to me. Alright. So that looks good. Let us... We can get a good amount of Ultra Balls here. We're not going to overdo it right now. We're going to do 33. Let's do 21. That'll give us 70 there. So we're at what? 60? 57. And we're going to skip Pokeballs. We still got 34 of those. We're probably not going to use Pokeballs much. And I'll just stick with the Super Repel. We don't need to... We got a bunch of those. We won't convert to Max Repel. We'll get 50 there, and then we'll look at some potions. So we can get 30. Let's get 18 instead. That'll bring us to 25. We still have something else we do. Let's pick up 7 more of those, just in case we need them. And that should be a good start for now. We've, of course, got the inlet coin on Den EP67. So, if we need, we just keep battling some trainers, get some experience, and of course, get ourselves some extra money from each of those. Alright. So, fly back. We got our ice cave, our ice tunnel encounter with Howdon. That was the encounter there. So we're not going to look for any encounters when we're in there. And we'll probably just use the repel to get through that a little quicker. Let us move the heart scale. Definitely want... I like to put the things I want the most and don't want to like accidentally sell in the front so that I'm less likely to sell them by mistake. That's just me. And I forget all the time that we have the bike. I don't know why I'm not using the bike more. We'll ride that. Put ourselves through the tunnel a little bit quicker. And happy Sunday to everybody. It is Sunday when this goes up. This is episode 18. It is the second episode we are recording here tonight, the second of 3. Behind the scenes here, it is Friday when this is being recorded, but Sunday when this goes up. I'm getting a little bit ahead here today so that we can get through the weekend a little bit. We got a nice weekend hopefully coming up. Hopefully get some warmer temperatures. We had a lot of snow this week, so hopefully get some warmer temperatures. So we can melt some snow away. We're not going to battle with Kakuna. We're going to use our repels. And a lot of this is going to be just getting through the cave. There's not much going on in this cave other than we'll get ourselves a waterfall right here, which we will give to Omastar. Omastar will end up with waterfall, and we will, if Omastar is still our water type by the time we get to the Elite Four, we will fly back here and take Whirlpool off, or not fly back here, we'll fly to Blackthorn and Whirlpool off and put a better move on, whether it's through a TM or whether it's through the heart scales, which we will probably farm between episodes. My guess is that in this recording session we're going to get through obviously the 8th gym. We're going to go get the cave encounter, the cave encounter, the Dragon's Den I think it's called, that encounter. We'll get the static Dratini in today's episode. And then tomorrow's episode we will likely be able to get the Tyro static from the Fighting Dojo Master, who is now in the mountain here. I think it's called Mountain. Not great with the names of the towns and stuff. We'll know it when we get there, if you haven't noticed that already. This is a pretty straightforward cave, all things considered. Once you kind of know this puzzle for these, it's pretty easy to do. So we'll get the boulders down so we can drop down. There is another trade option in Blackthorn. We can see what the trade might be, and if it's something that we have and it works for the team, it looks good, we'll do it. If not, we won't. Yeah, speaking of, we had a lot of snow earlier this week, hopefully some slightly warmer temperatures this weekend, maybe see some of that heavy snow that we acquired over the last couple of days go away. Leads me to my comic question. What's your favorite season? Are you a big fan of fall? Is it winter? Summer? No. I mean, I'm personally a fan of everything. I kind of like all the weather. By the time we get closer to the end of the year, I'm excited for the Christmas season and all the holidays, the first snows of the year, and just that magic that comes with all that. And then by about this time of year, I'm ready for some snow, or ready for some sun, ready to get out on the patio and barbecue, hang out with some friends. By the time summer comes along, I'm excited to hang out with some friends on the lake, maybe do a little boating, all that fun stuff that comes with summer. So, and then of course autumn brings baseball, football, all the sports all together at once. A little bit cooler, sweater weather as it is. And I'm lucky to live in a state that has all 4 seasons. And like many other states, we can joke sometimes we get all 4 seasons in one day. It's nice to kind of have that, by the time this time of year where we've got all the snow and stuff, it's nice to leaf snow. Leaf snow is actually really good because we have both Oddish and Bellsprout in the PC, and heaven forbid we lose our Meganium, which we then have a Torterra backup, but if we were to lose both, at least we get an option now to get us something fairly powerful in terms of another grass type. But it's just nice to be in a place where by the time you get to this approaching here the end of winter, beginning of spring, you're looking forward to spring. At least I am. And by the time you get through summer, you're kind of looking forward to autumn. And by the time winter comes, you're like, okay, I'm okay with a little winter right now. I know my wife is not that way. She does not care for the cold. She will accept, like, a white Christmas and some snow there. She's not a big fan of the cold. She's not a big fan of the snow. Mom's not a big fan of the snow, so I understand that I am... not everybody thinks like me. That's what I want to say. Let's see if this trade would be anything worth a while. Dragonair for Anorith. No thanks. We don't have a Dragonair. I think Dragonair is what they ask for typically here, but we don't have a Dragonair, and we would keep the Dragonair if we did. So there's that. Alright, let's get our first encounter. We're gonna go up here, and we are not gonna surf like we did last time. Surf worked out well for us, but we're gonna use the rod because here the good rod actually can get us a little bit higher level than surfing. Again, HeartGold, gold, silver, soul silver, all of them have really weird levels. So this is the highest level we can get if we fish, and it is an Igglybuff. Well, you go from the overwhelming and awesome, hey, we got a lot of gas, to the, well, it's cute. So we'll take that, I guess. Gengar can't hit this with Nightshade because it is a normal type. I don't know if we can hit this with anything. Latias. We can probably hit this with Latias. We can't hit this. It must have Shadow Tag or Arena Trap. You know what, we're not gonna waste the Friendly. We're gonna... Sorry, Igglybuff. I can't see Igglybuff ever being on the team. It would be nice for dupes. We could save ourselves from encountering it again and catching it then. We'll get more. There's part of me that's wondering if we had a Jigglypuff in the box. I'm gonna go check real quick, because what's the harm? If we did have a Jigglypuff, then we can call that dupes. I know there are some people I've seen play Pokemon online whose rule is... We had, okay, Victory. Whose rule is if you don't throw Pokeballs, if you don't, like, commit to trying to catch it, then it doesn't count and you can still re-encounter, as long as you have, like, a Dupes or Species clause. We didn't. We have the other one, so the other Fairy type, or I guess not Fairy, but in this gen, future Fairy, in Wigglytuff. So let's get this encounter here, and hopefully get something a lot better than the Igglybuff. We do! It's not like super broken, but right now we can use some good strong water types on the team. Tentacruel is definitely a good strong water type, and something we can hit with Wendy as long as we don't have some kind of Arena Trap, Shadow Tag again. So we will definitely go after Tentacruel. And you know, it might even be worth switching out Omastar for Tentacruel, because Tentacruel, or Omastar I should say, has a quad weakness to quad weakness to grass. Tentacruel being part poison resists a little bit, so it's neutral, I believe. That might be something we're thinking about. Do we have any... We got a bunch. We'll throw them. We won't throw them 7. We don't have to. We just need to throw 2. Just 2. All we need is 2. And that works out well for us. So I should have prepared. I have not been good at preparing nicknames for any of the Pokemon coming into this series. I will name this what I typically name it. I don't care how it identifies. It doesn't really matter, right? It's a Pokemon. I'm gonna name this what I typically name my Tentacruels, Cruella. After Cruella DeVille, easy for me to say. We're gonna grab the second. The instance, that's good money. And we're gonna go back into town. We're gonna actually delete Cut too off of Rodicon before I forget. We're gonna put that on. We don't have to take up a spot on. I know it's Stab on Brodicon, but we can get, you know, something else there at some point that's going to be stronger. I'm sure we can. And we're not going to use the heart skill right now, probably, unless somebody has a broken move that we want to get on to one of these Pokemon. We'll probably get rid of Rock Smash too, by the way. And we'll use 6-7. But we might check with the heart skill and just see if there's any good moves that any of these guys and gals can learn. And if there is, maybe we use the heart skill now, but we can farm up between episodes. I went into the building. And then we can start making our treks down where we go down, we battle a bunch of people, we fly back up, we go down the other side, we battle a bunch of people, we come back up. And we do it 3 times so we can get all of the trainers. Because there's like 1 or 2 trainers you can't get. Get Rock Smash here. Really the only need for Rock Smash in this game is for trying to like find items. Specifically there's a good place to get some art scales. So I might do that in between episodes and try to just break a bunch of rocks. We can put that on some other Pokemon in the PC, pull them out to do that, and move on with our lives. And then we'll just see. We'll see what we can get. If there's anything totally broken and just make somebody really strong. I will go in order. Let's start with NEP 6-7. Let's see if there's anything. Horn Attack? No. So we got rid of Horn Attack. Horn Drill might be nice later, but we'd have to be over-leveled, so nothing really there that makes me think, well, we need to put that on NEP 6-7 right now. Rodicon, let's see. I mean, Yawn was nice to have. Again, nothing really there that just screams, oh my gosh, we have to use the heart scale for this. This will just make this Pokemon. Now this one's going to be tempting because Hypnosis is going to be here. And it is. It's number 1. But I don't think we have to jump to that. We've only got... Well, we've got all the encounters we can get right now. We don't really get any like new encounters really until we've, we're headed for the Elite Four. So, because the next 2 encounters are static encounters, so we're not worried about those. Nothing there either. I'm not even gonna check Omastar because nothing there. All right, so Wish is nice to heal, but we can heal. So nothing dummy right at the moment. We are like, oh my gosh, we have to have this, so we will skip that for now. But Hypnosis might be something we're thinking about before we take on the Elite Four, because we'll get 3 encounters on the way there. We roll 4 encounters. There's the route that gets us into Kanto, there's the waterfall, and there's the secret cave, there's the second route, and then there's, of course, the route itself. That was kind of risky going for Stone Edge. We're 20 levels higher than the Abomasnow, but and we're using an 80% accurate move, but it is super effective, so we will keep NEP 6-7. Or cash. Probably should put the repels up. There's Milotic would be a nice water type to have on the team, but I would prefer to catch it as a Milotic rather than as a Feebas. So maybe one of the static encounters will get lucky. No offense to Omastar or to Pentacool, who's on the PC, but we don't have. We could get stronger in the water type department. A good water starter would be nice. Of course, we lost Croconaw. Water starter would be fun to get. I'm trying to think if there's like a non-starter water type, non-legendary water type too that we can maybe dummy Raxines, something they usually say. And nothing's really jumping out at me. I love Krabby and Kingler. Rodon's not bad. We can take that. I mean, we're not gonna jump up and down. Like, we're not freaking out like we're doing Audios. Those would both be pretty good. Vaporeon would be phenomenal. We would definitely take Vaporeon. Absolutely. And of course, we've talked about this at nauseam. A good fire type. Good fire type would be great. We don't have to worry about the flying type because Latias isn't flying type. It can learn fly. It's got fly. We can use that for our kind of flying specialist to help us get through some of the grass starters. I just got a wonderful text message from a former boss of mine who is one of my references. One of the jobs that I've talked a little bit about here is doing some reference checks, and apparently she got me called today for a reference check. So hopefully that means next week some good news coming from that. Really appreciate her and so many people I've worked with throughout my life that have shaped me and melded me, and I wish I could use like 1,000 different people as references, but I try to keep them as recent as I can, because sometimes, you know, that old cliche of what have you done for me lately plays into life. And like, one of my favorite bosses of all time, I haven't really worked with or around or really seen her in 6 years now. I haven't worked for in like 7 or 8 years, so there's a lot has changed in that 7 or 8 years. Hopefully mostly good stuff, but while I think I'm still that worker that worked with her, reference and all that, I don't know that employers want to talk to somebody who hasn't really even seen you in 6 years, let alone anything else. So I try to keep it fresh, but I'm really appreciative of I've had so many amazing bosses that have just made me a much better employee. So just shout out to all of them. I've had bosses that weren't great. I've had bosses that have been very challenging. We all have. The bosses I've had that have really helped out, man, they really help out. Like, they teach you so many good things about your job, about your execution, about networking, really about life. Away from this next. She said not only would they be lucky to have me, but she wants me back. And that job there, there have been a handful of roles in my life that I look back on. One of them, I'll battle that trainer when we go to the middle. You can't. I'm pointing at the screen, but you can only see me in the camera, so it doesn't really matter. My AmeriCorps terms are some of the most important things I've ever done in my life. Things I'm most proud of in a work setting come from my AmeriCorps terms. And the other job that I'm really kind of appreciative of is this one that I work with this boss with. It's not an easy job, it was very challenging. But it was something that I feel like I was good at. And I clicked with me. And this text says that the job is trying to make a decision next week. So fingers crossed, like I said, that we get a good decision next week and that we hear some good stuff from that position. But yeah, and she was great too in that role, because I felt like I was good at it, but I also knew there was challenges. Obviously, you can always get better. And she was great about finding those little ways too to be like, all right, well, let's try this, let's try that, let's add this, I'm doing great here, keep that there. And just finding other ways to challenge me and grow, my strengths and grow like my skill set. So it wasn't just, hey, you're good at this, do this only. It was, you're good at this, you're interested in learning that, how can I find a way to help you get that too? And I think that's a sign of a good boss, is not just leading you to be good at the role and the tasks, but also recognizing that you're human and that you need to develop personally and professionally. So for all the bosses out there that are like that, thank you for being like that. For all the people who are looking at becoming a manager of some sort, whether it's volunteers or there's other people, just keep that in mind. Sometimes it's not just about the widgets. This is scary because it's a why-not. We should one-shot. Our attack's gonna fall a lot. We should still one-shot. If we don't one-shot and this thing counters, we'll get so that should be. I was gonna be afraid of starving for a minute, but we don't have to be because we have water absorb. Definitely going to take. Of course, now is when my phone starts blowing up. A couple other references have told me now too that they got the call today, so that's all good news that the calls are coming. So, sorry for the work stuff going on here. Weasel, we are not afraid of because we have water absorb, and if you weren't here for the last episode, we were kind of going into it. We evolved any P67 right now. We were thinking about it. Right? What are we going to do? We have the protector. We have Rhyperior basically in the bag. All we have to do is hand it to him, get away, and hurry. And we played throughout the episode, and as the episode kind of unfolded, it just made more and more sense to keep Benny P67 as a Rhydon with water absorb, because the water absorbs. We are still weak to fighting. We are still quad weak to grass. So I think steel can still hurt us. We're not like immune to everything. Getting rid of water, which is a prevalent type, is huge on Benny P67. So we are just going to keep rocking out as is. We have reached the bottom of this first one, so we'll fly back here. We will continue on with our. I guess we should heal because we don't have any slow. Handful trainers still to go here. We'll get the gym in. This will be a good episode. We'd be a lot closer if I wasn't texting while recording. I don't usually. I'm trying to ignore the phone, but that text was just very kind of me. I'm very excited because that's a position that I really want. You gotta be really good at it. You gotta be really fulfilling. Switching careers and jobs. That's exciting, scary. There's just so many awesome things to do out there. You want to do something that's new. The other big part is it's local. And it's a place where there's a place where there's a Regigigas. We don't have our fighting yet. We're gonna be fine because we're 20-something levels higher, 19 levels higher. We have super effective hammer. It's not stab, but it's super effective. We have a good attack stat. We're fine. Part of me was waiting for that. Just stop and then counter. That's what I was really afraid of, was we were about to get countered and destroyed. Let's bring in Danders. Let's bring in Danders. Let's get the first little bit of battling experience because Kakuna can't do anything to us. We could have gone for fire right there, but let's just see what Dragon Breath might do. Special. And welcome to the Team Anders, hitting your first action. I always thought this kind of stretch was weird because there's so many ledges, so once you jump down, there's a Regigigas in the wild. This could have been our encounter. We got Tentacruel. Yes, we're gonna hammer on this for the experience. Level 25? Heck yeah. We'll take that experience. And then we'll put up a repel so we can get through this. Man, that Regigigas would be phenomenal. I mean, yeah, it'd be hard to catch. We couldn't use Wendy there. I mean, Wendy wouldn't be taking shots, but we couldn't weaken it with Wendy either. We'd have to risk probably, Latias to pray a Dragon Breath be paralyzed, but it might be worth the risk. Might be worth the risk. We'll never know, because our encounter was not Regigigas. We're not mad at it. Tentacles is... Love that. And we talked about this at Nuzlocke. Charmander would be great. I love a Charmander. Actually, right now, it almost making more sense to throw them in that Nuzlocke because we have Fly on it. I said the water is not ideal here. Drizzle, but it's Delibird, and all respect, Shady Penguin. Afraid of Delibird. Really in any way, shape, or form, present, signal, and scout right now. Boop-a-da-boop. Yeah, it's just weird that this whole region is like all these ledges and stuff, but there's all these different trainers, so you literally have to fly back to Blackthorn City, and you have to go a different route to come down this way. And then what's also weird is, like, the dude we just faced right on our last pass through has those low-level Pokemon. And then these two, I think there's like 3 or 4 Pokemon between them, have low-level Pokemon, but you can't access them until your Pokemon are in the 40s. It's oddly designed for this part. And there's nothing really new here. Say that, say it. But we're not afraid of Garchomp. We're definitely afraid of as a so. Let's fight you. And strength as well. Brodicon definitely outspeeds. But strength. Strength might one-shot. Well, it should one-shot the Garchomp. 27 levels higher. And then we have a future Garchomp too. The only reason we're not really training up the Garchomp right now is because of Denny P67. We have a Water Absorb around it. Useless against, or Bubble is useless against P67 because of Water Absorb. It doesn't matter what we put there because I'm 99.6% sure that it's not living this, unless it's somehow holding like a Focus Sash or a Sturdy or something. I think we have one, and I don't remember that being. I don't remember what the ability was. It wasn't that. We have one more Pokemon. Mamoswine. Mamoswine's also cool. Love me some Mamoswine. Strength. Mamoswine down. We'll go back up. Leftovers. Bell or whatever we have that we found for Brodicon there. Ooh, another incense. So even more. It is nice when you do a Pokemon, challenge or a Nuzlocke or something like that, and you encounter, or not encounter, but you find stuff like that. You find the, a coin or a lucky egg. Once you get the experience share, whenever you can, it's just nice to have those things on the team. There's like 2 more trainers down to the left that we'll go battle. And then we got a handful of trainers in the gym. And then the gym leader, we are at just about the 40-minute mark, but we are doing the gym in this episode. We might save the Dragon's Den for the next episode, but we are getting the gym done. So we might go a little bit longer today for this episode, but that is okay. Nothing wrong with a little bit longer episode. Nothing wrong with that. Not totally. And there's like another item here. We might find the fast one. We might find the one. We might find it, yes. I think Stonehenge has such a cool animation. My personal opinion. Then we get Danner's up another level. Yeah, thank you. We try not to give our number to strangers. We did it a lot in the early episodes because paying attention and mesh the A bell or A button. A bell. It's a shell bell or something. Now, if we can get a good fire type, charcoal would be phenomenal. I think we might be done. I thought there was one more trainer we could battle. I guess I misremembered that. Well, we still got this item down here, so that's good. So grab the item, get out of the grass. In 2 steps, which means we'll get 2 more encounters. Oh, that might be who I was thinking. Alright, so we've gotten this whole thing done. We will fly back up, we'll heal up, we will take on the gym. See what this gym has in store for us. This gym is usually a fairly hard one because the levels jump up. It's usually pretty good to have most of your team at 40-ish. We're a little bit below that on several Pokemon. In fact, I think we only really have 2 Pokemon that are at or above level 40, and that's Denny P67, and that is Verticon. So this could be a bit of a risk going in with some in the high 30s. Of course, we definitely don't want to end up using Ganders in this fight. We want Ganders just to be on the team, getting some levels, getting some experience. But we've seen what a gym can do to us with a good Pokemon on their side. So we are cautious, but we are confident at the same time. Like I said before, cautiously optimistic. Right? That is our mindset. We can do this. 5 trainers, gym leader. Makuhita, which is super effective against a big portion of it. We may have counter. You know what we have? I almost attacked. I almost did it. And then I just so happened to remember. If we had attacked, we probably would have killed, because Belly Drum, raises their attack, but it does have its health and damage. It's going to send out Pelipper instead because it knows it can't do anything, which means it just Belly Drum for nothing. That attack boost goes away. This is great for us. Shadow Ball does good. We will Nightshade because I'm quite certain that Pelipper has less than 37. Points of health left, and it did more than that. Spiritom's coming out next. We aren't super effective against it. It is to us, but this is probably our best bet to take down. This might kill us. This might kill Wendy right here. This is gonna kill Wendy! Didn't even think about Sucker Punch. Didn't even think about Sucker Punch. I don't know if Stonehenge is the best move to be using right here, but it's the only one I can really think of. It's Feint Attack. It's neutral too. Oh man, this really sucks because Wendy was our counter for Makuhita. But Makuhita's Half health. We're gonna outspeed him. We're gonna kill it. It's not gonna counter us. Alright, well, that started off a little bit rougher than we want. We will go put Wendy away, and we will grab Luca out. I guess that's the only benefit is we have Luca ready to go, but it would have been nice to keep our Gengar alive. But never in my mind did I think of Sucker Punch. Not once. Not once. Let's look real quick. That's getting depressing. We're up to 7 Pokemon in there. Some decent Pokemon in there at that. Such is life. Just confirming. Yeah, it's gonna be. We'll take the steel. We'll take the steel and fighting type. Level 37 can help us out. We'll heal up just to. We're here as well. Better safe than sorry. So we said, let's see what this gym has in store for us, and it has another death. That one's all. I guess so is Explosion on Dugong. I don't even think of, sometimes I don't think of their movesets, I think about attacking, I don't think about defense. Sometimes. And maybe you've said that, and maybe you're putting that in the comments. Hey dude, defense wins championships. You're right. It does. It definitely helps. That's okay. We move on. Sometimes life gives us a little setback, and we just keep on going. And Doc and Blue has set ropes. We see a Pidgeot, and we're like, alright, we got this. You know what I could do is, I don't care if you lower our speed, we already heard. Oh, your attack. We can actually look to see if maybe Rhydon can learn Rock Slide. I know when we had Rhydon, then EP67 came out. Now that's Rhydon. Maybe. Baltoy's coming in. We know Baltoy is a ground second type. We are a grass type, so we're super effective against Baltoy. Hopefully, even though we're just a single level higher, one shot right here for us. And it does. So that is really wonderful there. We take that. We take that. Let's look real quick. What's the harm in looking? NEP67 come on Rock Slide. And she can, and she has. Boom! Right there. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Stonehenge and Rock Slide, so we get a little bit more stab, block moves with a little bit extra PP now. Now this is not ideal, because Ganders is not trained up on yet. The good thing is that Brodicon, anything that Roserade is going to throw at us, it's going to be neutral on Brodicon, so we're not too afraid of it. And Brodicon, of course, while neutral on it, is a slack with stab strength. So, magically does a little bit. We're not too afraid of that. We will take it down. We will take it down. We will take it down. There we go. Down, came back to full health. Ganders gets the level. Magmortar. Magmortar might have a fight. Magmortar might have a fight. But our biggest, best, is super effective move that we can hit it with is either Rock Slide or Stonehenge. We're gonna go Rock Slide because it's a little bit more accurate, but now we're confused, so fingers crossed, we hurt ourselves. Lava Plume shouldn't do much. We'll rock and ground, so we quad resist that. That's quad resistance. Damage. And they avoid Rock Slide, because I said it was more accurate than Burn does not help us at all. It's still super effective, so this might do half. Ooh, it's still one-shots, which is a crit? No, okay. But even with our attack stat halved, we still got the one-shot there, so that's awesome. And we will heal up, obviously, before we can... We would like to have ourselves a fully healthy Denny P67 here to take on the next gym, and we have a burn, so we won't waste a full heal right now. We'll use the burn. Kind of one of those we'll buy only full heals going forward, but we won't use them until if we have something that we have found or already have in the bag that can heal that specific status. That's my kind of theory on it. Why use a full heal if you have a burn heal, but why buy a burn heal? That makes sense. This is a Dark Knight move. We are Rock. It's physical. We're not worried about that. We have Rock Slide now. Bye-bye Stunky. It's also going to be really nice if and when Denny P67 gets Earthquake, because I'm pretty sure she learns Earthquake by level up in this gen. So to have Earthquake on her as well, like good and bad. And this is the last Pokemon. It is a Psyduck. We're not afraid of a Psyduck. This is it. This is the last Pokemon standing between us and a gym leader battle. Psyduck goes down. We are one trainer away. The leader of this gym away. From getting our 8th and final badge of the Johto region. And then from there we go into the next episode knowing we've got 2 static encounters that were given to us. A Dratini and a Tyrogue. A Claire. Claire. What do you have in store for us? We already lost Wendy in this gym to a sucker punching spirit move. What could you possibly have? Not afraid of this. Denny P67 is equipped for this very thing. We're gonna Stone Edge because it's stronger, and we pray that it hits. And it hits. This one-shots. This definitely one-shots. There's no way Regice. This is super effective Stone Edge from Denny P67, and it's a crit. We take it down. Alright. Is that all you got? Famous last words. Is that all you got, Claire? Is it Regice? Mudkip. Not afraid of a Mudkip. You might have a ground type move, but you're not ground type, so it's not stab. Fair. Fair play. We might have missed anywhere. You might have a water type move, but guess what? We have water absorb. You get the double protect, which is annoying, and then you get the miss. But because you tried a water type move, we get to heal. We're not going to waste a rock slide because I kind of figured you go for the protect again. And I think you might try it yet again. Nope, don't. That's okay. The stomp comes through. It's going to give us good damage. Not enough for you to heal. I'll stomp you again. We'll get you off the screen. And then, don't get me wrong. If we catch a Mudkip will be on the team. I know we've already got everything for ground type, and then he's accepted. But ground and water definitely gets Earthquake. Surf and waterfall on that. Figure out the 4th move. Goldeen! We're not afraid of a Goldeen. Water type moves aren't going to hurt us. Can heal all it wants to. We'll eventually take it down regardless. I mean, sure, it might have Peck, but we resist that as well. It should, even with the berry, 2 stomps. Should take down the Goldeen. This might do one point of damage per hit. Hit us all fine. Or hit us just twice. That's fine too. Second stomp does kill. It's another crit. And then there was one. It's far-fetched. Denny P67 was built for this gym. This was the gym leader we've been waiting for. Right here. Yeah, we lost Wendy, and it's sad, and Wendy was going to help us with catching Pokemon, but we got 2 statics coming up. We got a really good team going into this. Gym badge, sort of, number 8. I say sort of because Claire should not be a gym leader. if she's unwilling to admit that she lost fair and square to Denny P67. We 1v4'd her entire team. 4 of them, 1 of us, we won, and she won't give us the badge because she doesn't think we earned it. Really? We used 1 Pokemon to take down all 4 of yours. We didn't earn it. Well, we have to go get the badge because Claire is petty and a sore loser. And we will do that in episode 19, which will be tomorrow, Monday's episode. And we will wrap it up right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages,